The Tier 3 Lifeform Researches on OGame actually get really interesting. You might be wondering which ones you should be going for though. Here I will be covering which ones I think are best for a miner, or in other words, if you are using the collector class you can see here. So let's bring up the Lifeform page. That's my buildings on this planet. I'm going over to the researches here though. I haven't learnt any of the Tier 3 researches on this planet. The reason for this is so I can talk through each of them and explain my reasons for picking what I have gone for. So this is the first page of researches. The first one at the top, low temperature drives, not really that useful for any class if I'm being honest. Spy tech gets quite useless later game. Ion crystal modules, that's pretty decent. Increases the effectiveness of crawlers basically. Artificial swarm intelligence, just an increase to all productions. Then efficient swarm intelligence, that just increases the speed of research. So for a miner it's a choice between ion crystal modules and artificial swarm intelligence. Now if you pick the crawler one here, ion crystal modules, one thing to bear in mind is that the crawler bonus has a hard cap. In other words, once you reach a certain point, even increasing mines further won't increase the bonus. So at an early game stage this is better, but at a late game stage, artificial swarm intelligence is the better choice. Now because I don't have many artifacts, I'm just going to put it on the random for a bit of fun. Oh, it's giving me the research I want. Okay. Right, we're going to move on to the second one here. Now we have the Bomber Mark II, makes bombers better, optimised silo construction method, cost and construction time of missile silos, general overhaul for battle cruisers, just makes battle cruisers better. Then for the large cargoes, the one you're most likely to need as a miner is the one for the large cargoes. Large cargoes are often used to transport res about, so increasing the base value of these would be the best option here in my opinion. The second best choice is probably the missile silo, but I would recommend going for the cargoes. Now I will just select random as I don't have enough artifacts to select the one I want unfortunately. It's just giving me the missile silo one here. Now for the third page, Destroyer Mark II makes destroyers better. Diamond Energy Transmitter, that's for energy technology, probably not needed at a later game stage unless you are using fusion reactors. General Overhaul Bombers, you probably won't use bombers much as a miner. Then finally Gravitation Sensors, increases the amount of dark matter that can be earned on expeditions with each level. If you are trying to play this game without spending money, then this is by far the best one to go for, Gravitation Sensors. You can keep farming expeditions even just with the one cargo or one pathfinder just for dark matter. So that's the one I'd go for here, Gravitation Sensors. Again though, I'll just do random. It's given me the destroyer one, which is pretty much useless. Now for the fourth one, Battle Cruiser Mark II. You may use battle cruisers, but if you are a pure miner, you probably won't use any combat ships. Obsidian shield reinforcement basically makes defense better. General overhaul for destroyers makes destroyers better. Overclocking for battleships makes battleships better. If you don't use combat ships, then the only one here that's really of any use is the obsidian shield reinforcement. So that's the one I would go for here. And that's the one that's default with the rock tile as well, so I can select that one. Now onto the fifth research. This set of researches was kind of disappointing if I'm being honest. The only one that's really of any use is the robot assistance. That one increases the speed of research in general. If I bring that up, you can see it's both the normal research and the lifeform research as well. The other three here, that's for armor technology, that's for weapons technology, and that's for shield technology. So humans, robot assistance, I think is by far the best one here. I'll just select random though. That's given me the armor tech. Then finally, this is what you want from Lifeforms. The first one here, that's for astrophysics, relatively useful, but there's 3 really good ones here. The rock tile one increases all bonuses as a collector apart from a couple of them. Then you have the same Mechas, Mechan, General Enhancement, and then Discoverer as well. Obviously, since I am playing as a miner, I want the rock tile and collector enhancement, and that's the default one here. So let's go for that. And there we go. A couple of random ones learnt here, but 3 out of the 6 that I actually wanted. Luckily, I have done a planet properly over here. There we go, let's bring that up. And that has all the researches I want at tier 3. It's important to note that these researches do stack, so I want this on every single planet. The basic strategy is to try and get all of these researches unlocked, get the final one here, the big enhancement bonus, then try and take that as high as possible as soon as you have it. That really is the most important one out of all of them. It just gives a general bonus basically. Now just imagine that at level 15 on every single planet, that would be a 45% bonus, and that's absolutely massive. That's probably what I will end up trying to go for here. You can see why it's worth unlocking the tier 3 stuff now. Now let's bring up a few of the other ones that were quite interesting. The robot assistants actually could be really useful. If I get this at level 15 on every single planet, that's a 45% reduction to research times. I'm curious though, if I can get this onto 100% reduction. I probably can't, but just imagine how good it would be if I could just auto-build researches without any time. That's something I will experiment with anyway. An interesting one for sure, potentially really useful. Researches like this though, I'm noticing a massive increase to the cargoes already. 8% cargo bay, that's actually huge, and across 15 planets, that soon stacks up. That reduces the amount of cargoes I need to fleet save my resources, also reduces the amount of cargoes I need to transport my res about, so that's a really good research to learn. And then let's bring up this one here as well, gravitation sensors. Now the bonus is 2% at level 20, so you're not going to get a massive bonus from this. However, when there's the event for 9 times dark matter found from expeditions, this can really quickly stack up, so it's a good one to learn. This may need further testing later game, but if I can get 4,000 to 5,000 dark matter per expedition, you can imagine how easy it's going to be to get a large amount. I already have a decent amount of dark matter though. You can see here this is all found dark matter. I am a free-to-play player now. I used to spend money, but I want to do everything without spending now. I think it's more useful for these videos if I can show you all how you can do everything without spending money, rather than just throwing tons of money at the game. I will research this while I'm here since it's the most important one. Now I do only have 2 planets with the complete set of researches. I will need to reset this one. I'll just wait until I have the artifacts needed, then reset it and learn all the researches that I actually want. The way to reach tier 3 though is more about increasing this one here, the meditation enclave and the crystal farm as well. You basically need to keep increasing both of these until you have enough population. You will also need the rune forge and auctorium, but they shouldn't be too high a level. I have probably gone too high here, but the strategy is just keep increasing the crystal farm and meditation enclave. Once you've done that, eventually you will have enough population and you will see the final researches unlock. Then you can get that really important research here, either by using random on the other 5 or using artifacts to get the researches you actually need. Then just boost this up as high as possible, as it's a really important research. There we go, that's the end of this video. I hope you found that interesting. As always, if you do have any questions regarding this video, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. There's another video on the screen you can check out if you want to do so. You can also subscribe from here as well. I do monthly videos for this game now. If you have any ideas for the next video, you are welcome to let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.